For most of my drawings, I have used the same drawing pencils, which are these. I bought these back in 2017 and I didn't even bother to use it. But it's now that I realize that this thing's lead quality is pretty bad. So I needed to find quick and better replacements through online. So after a lot of searching, I found this 40-piece sketching set which I thought would do good for a video because I haven't made one in months. Now that you know the reason behind why I made this video, let's cut to the next day where I received the package. Since we finally have our hands on the set, I'm gonna give a quick brush up on what tools does it contain. First of all, we have the pencils. They range from 5H to 8B and their grip is also kinda okay. Then there are charcoal pencils. I have been recommended a lot to this blending stumps because they work especially good at skin textures. Also there is the pencil extender tool. I reckon that you might know what its functions are. An edit eraser and just a totally worthless plastic eraser. Now let's check whether these supplies are actually worth it or not. But before I do that, since this pencil range is 5H and has a better value for sketching, I might want to disregard my favorite mechanical pencil. Now, let's get sketching. To be honest, I really enjoyed the sketching process. These pencils have a much more better quality than the pencils that I used to own because they maintain their sharp points throughout the sketching process, which takes at least less than 12 minutes. So here is the sketched product. And hereby I'm going to rate all of the tools in a scale of 10 as the video goes on. And just because the pencils are used for two purposes, I'm going to categorize them into two, sketching and rendering. And for sketching, I would rate this product a full 10 out of 10 because of the remarks I said earlier. I hope this is the same for rendering. And speaking of the renders, let's get to it. So here is the final product. I really like how the rendering turned out on this one, so I'm going to award it an 8 out of 10. The charcoals did a great job in establishing the darker values. It may grease your fingers, but it's very well worth the shot. 7 out of 10. Along with the good ones, there are also a few disappointments. One of them are these kneaded erasers. It is very stiff and it's very difficult to mold. I might as well say that the eraser that I insulted earlier turned out much better. There are two ways in which you can use this thing. One, to use it as a backup eraser. And two, just play with it. But the one that really exceeds the expectation was the blending. Thanks to the blending stumps, the blending process turned out to be smooth and soothing rather than rough. So for this very reason, I reward the blending stumps a 10 out of 10. Now the video is almost about to end. I really had so much fun doing this portrait, especially when I'm using these supplies for the first time. Hope you liked this review and wishing you a Merry Christmas.